because they're always worried about innovation. So like when I put a change, so they each need a seat at the table. Let's say with change management, you're bringing new functionality. You need to understand the SAM license implications, which rarely happens in organizations. Rarely. Because, you bring in, I'm making this up, Power BI and you get rid of Tableau. There's a license issue there. But there's also a ham component because Tableau may have servers and you may be using Power BI as a SaaS, right? And so there is both of those are have implications where the company's only worried about how quickly can we go to Power BI? How quickly can we do this? They're not worried about the residual effects. And that's kind of the drum I'm trying to beat is those residual effects of technical debt lead to theft. Because somebody says, nobody's missed this thing for 6 months. I can take it. The other theft one I wanted to throw at you, and this was one that I threw by somebody the other day, and they had never heard of this. This is the biggest scam ever for theft. You want to hear it for him? Is taking hardware that has unlimited, it has lifetime warranty, okay? Like Cisco routers. They take the broken ones, they steal them, they send back to Cisco, which has a lifetime. Cisco's not making them anymore. They send you the new product, and now you have a new product for your person that you can now sell.
What?
Have you ever heard of that?
No.
So let's say I use Cisco equipment and one breaks, right? A router breaks, and I replace it. Now I have this broken Cisco, right? Cisco will replace it because it has a lifetime warranty, right?
Yeah.
And so now I can replace it, call it broken on the company, replace it, and then get Cisco to replace it.
Oh, that doesn't.
You've never heard of that. You've never heard of that theft, huh?
No.
I'm glad to help you.
That's
So a lot of the hardware does that, like on the networking side. I told you I've been in this world a long time.
You've seen the underbelly, the underground ham.
I've been in this world a long time. So when I started back in the mid 90s in this world, everybody only worried about the residual value of those assets. A laptop was $5,000. If we use it for 3 years and we get a 500 back out of it, great, salvage value, the salvage value concept. But then over time, as the values go down, right, it's become more strategic because now we have, from a security and finance, we went from dollars to strategic ability to understand what's in our environment. And so during those however many years, right, that's a lot of years, almost 30, I've seen every trick of the trade in terms of that, in terms of theft of people ordering servers with too much memory and hard drive, taking them out. You've never seen that either?
No, I feel so sheltered.
I'm here to wreck your weekend.
Well, I've seen the classic case of people buying an extra iPhone or iPad or laptop or whatever, and it's suddenly going walkies. But I've not seen the memory stuff or from a network's perspective. I've not seen those ones. It's been more on the consumer side of things, the stuff that the users can actually use themselves.
But you would never see it. It's only the server guys that would see it. It's only the network, or the network guys would be the only ones to see the network stuff. They have a pile of broken Cisco over in the corner, and one day somebody goes, "What happened to that pile?" And you go, "Oh, I got rid of it." All right. The server stuff, especially when memory was, so back in the late 90s, memory was expensive. I mean, like very expensive. And so everything there are a lot of smart thieves, and they have figured out how to do as much as possible. And I'm just saying that there is a control mechanism for him that is underappreciated. And you know what I'm trying to say, right? Because Ham's the one that feeds finance, and finance says, do we want to extend the life of these one more year? And so Ham goes and they pull all of the data and says, hey, our failure rate's X. I think we could do it. It'll cost this much for repairs. That's a Ham conversation. And It's not a Sam. It's not a finance. Ham's the one equipping that. And so that's why whenever you hear me say words Ham, Sam, ITSM all collide, that's where I live. You know what I mean? Because those are
Yeah.
business conversations.